So recently, one of my cousins asked me, what do I eat essentially to try and make sure that I'm hitting my protein goals, my calorie goals, and just generally eating healthy for progress in the gym. So instead of just sending him a message, I thought, you know what, why don't I just try and make some content out of it? So a Tesco food shop has just arrived. So I'm just gonna show you the food shop that we got and what we generally do tend to buy to ensure that we're hitting our targets. See, I have kind of come to the conclusion that the simpler you keep it, the better. And the more you repeat the same kind of orders, the easier it is to ensure that you're sticking to that. So for us, generally the three sources of protein through meat that we usually get is going to be turkey mince, beef mince, and chicken breast. Sometimes salmon, but this time we didn't get that. We also try and ensure that, let's say, for example, wraps, we try and get wraps that have a higher protein count, cottage cheese, all of that type of stuff, just stuff that's going to have extra protein. So I'm just going to show you the food shop, um, and then you can kind of see for yourself. Before we get it cracking, let me also just make sure I clarify that this is not nutritional advice. I'm not a healthcare professional. This is just what works for us. So take that with a pinch of salt. It might not be perfect. It might not even be as healthy as you probably think, but this is what works for us. So yeah. So yeah, let's get it cracking. I'll start off with like the cereals. So for me, this right here, super important. This is 7.6 grams per two biscuits. And I normally have four biscuits with a scoop of peanut butter. So it's just an easy way of getting some protein. Separate to that, we just have something sweet to have sometimes. So as I was saying earlier, it's important to just try and get protein in any way possible. So for example, we have here protein pitas. This is each pita bread is going to be 8.1 grams. So that's again easy protein. Protein flatbreads, 14 grams per flatbread. Protein infused nuts for snacking. So try and make sure your snacking stuff is also obviously tasty, but also healthy, and is gonna give you that protein. Again, we have protein wraps. These wraps, it's like per wrap, it's like 10 grams of protein. So it just makes it easier for when you're having your meals, like when we're making wraps, burritos, this, that, and the other. If we're having the wraps being protein or the flatbreads being protein, it just ups the protein intake. Obviously, we have just burger buns, some half and half Warburtons. So let's move on to the meats. We'll start off with the British uh, turkey mince. This is 2% fat. And let me just see the stats on this. So per 100 grams, that's 25 grams of protein, and this is 500 grams. Always double up. So we get two of each more time. So turkey mince, then we move on to the 5% beef mince. Per 100 grams, this is 21.9 grams. So the turkey mince actually has more protein. And again, double up. Lastly, for the meats, we have the chicken breast fillets. This is it just makes everything easier just buying so much in bulk. And another tip that I would like to give you lot is try and keep it simple. Try and keep it repetitive even, because even for me, I find that when I go on Tesco to make these orders, I'm literally just repeating the order more time. So it's not too complicated. I know what I'm having. I know how to make it. I know what tastes I like. I know all the seasonings that I like. Do you know what I mean? So it's important to try and keep it simple. Don't try and overcomplicate it, because that's when it just gets long. I would also advise definitely buying ahead of time. So buying for a week or buying for 2 weeks. I think this is going to be, in terms of meat, we're going to try and make this last at least a week and a half. as opposed to doing a food shop every day to try and then thinking on the spot, oh, what should we have today? No, don't do that. Makes it so much harder to try and be consistent, I guess, with trying to eat healthy and eat something that's protein packed. So yeah, moving on to chickpeas in water. I don't know what she wants to make with these this time. This isn't something we normally get, but cottage cheese. This is her thing. I do not like cottage cheese, but um, definitely something that she gets every week. And then obviously we have this. I'll give you this. So people that like feta cheese, if you go to Tesco, this, I don't know, it just hits different. It tastes different to the normal feta cheese that we usually get. It's softer, it's creamier, it's cream filled. Um, yeah, I highly recommend this one. It makes such a big difference when you put it in your salad. Um, and this is generally the only kind of dairy I'll have is cheese, whether it's feta cheese or like a block of actual cheese, because I'm lactose intolerant. So if I, do you know what I mean, my belly will start doing drumming and that. So I try to have coconut milk instead. Coconut milk has always been something I liked. It helps with making sure that I'm not bloated. My stomach is not acting funny, and it just tastes good. So that's my go-to milk. Fruits, we got apples, veg, we've got peppers, we've got tender stem broccoli, we've got cucumbers, and we have lettuce. So, like with the chicken breast, one thing that we've realized we really like doing is making burgers out of the chicken breast, like a chicken burger with lettuce and just salad on the side. It's depending on how you season it, that stuff really slaps. Like I can make it taste like Nando's, and it never disappoints. Um, but yeah, anything else really that we ever do need, anything that we don't get with Tesco, we'll generally go get it from like Lidl. Um, just get it from somewhere else. Sometimes Tesco doesn't have the stuff you need, or you can get it cheaper in Lidl. So that's always something that we do. Um, so yeah, let me put all this stuff away, and then I'm gonna need some alone time with this bad boy because yeah, yeah.